There has been an unbelievable breakthrough underneath the Giza Plateau. Whether you're into ancient history or not, you're genuinely going to want to listen to this, because this is something that could literally rewrite everything. This video comes from Jay Anderson with Project Unity, and it's titled Huge Structures Discovered 2 kilometers below the Pyramid of Khafre. Now, there is going to be a 4-hour presentation that the experts that have discovered this are going to be putting together. I think that's supposed to be happening in the coming days. So once that comes out, we'll definitely cover a bit more of it. Apologies for the slightly shorter video today. As you can tell, I don't sound great, I don't feel great, but I wanted to get a video out especially to do with this because it's genuinely mind-blowing, like genuinely. But guys, do me a favor, if you do like the video, go over to Jay's channel, like the video there, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
I am struggling to express in words
Jay
just how
Anderson.
significant of a discovery this is.
When I tell you this is all I've been thinking about for the last 48 hours, this is literally all I've been thinking about. Insane. I just pray that there's, when they peer review it and when the whole research comes out, which it should be a couple of days or a few days.
What has just been announced in relation?
I just hope that everything comes out and it's all completely legit, because obviously they use certain technologies and what have you. So fingers crossed, honestly, fingers crossed.
The pyramids at the Giza Plateau and the plateau itself is so incredible, so awe-inspiring and narrative-shattering that I have been sitting here for the last hour trying to wrap my head around the implications of what we were just told. So this is pretty much breaking news.
It's insane.
Because the new findings were announced on the 16th of March at a press conference held by the team who was studying the Great Pyramid of Giza.
And also, just to let everyone know I'm going to be interviewing Jay next week, and the craziest turn of events, like he put this out. We were in communication with each other. He put this video out, and then everything just went viral, completely viral. I think his tweet with this video when he first put this out, I think it's on like 10 million views or something. And then I don't know how many views this video is on, but it's blown up everywhere to the point where last night he was on Alex Jones' podcast, and there was like 300,000+ people watching. Guys, if you've got any questions that you would like me to ask him, please comment down below. I will ask absolutely anything. Like, I've already got most of the questions laid out, but if you want me to maybe take like 5 minutes at the end of it and just go through some questions that you guys might have for Jay, then yeah, comment down below, and I promise you I will ask. But yeah, back to the video.
With a non-invasive technology that was first developed by Filippo Bionde and Corrado Malanga, called synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography. So this was used to explore the internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And this method leverages the analysis of micro movements typically generated by background seismic activity.
I know a lot of this won't make sense, but just stick with it, because there's so many more pictures coming that really do allow everyone to understand it. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, huh? But I understand it fully in the coming moments. So just stick with me on this one.
To achieve a high resolution, full 3D tomographic imagery of the pyramid's interior and subsurface components. The recent findings from deploying this technology are nothing short of mind-blowing, because what's been discovered,
like, literally,
there are huge structures.
Mate, look at this. Right, so just for some context, right? This outline here is the pyramid above ground, how we see it today, okay? This is the middle pyramid, this is the Khafre, the pyramid of Khafre, or the so-called.
Coming down from the base of the...
And then you've got these, I have no idea what they are, coming and like 650 meters down below the surface.
Pyramid deep into the bedrock. In fact, over 600 meters deep, which then connects to structures that extend up to 2 kilometers below.
2 kilometers, right? And it gets even weirder.
Below the surface of the ground. 2 kilometers. Massive internal structures connected to the base of the pyramid and extending deep, deep down. This is what we know so far. utilizing high-resolution radar images from Capella Space and Umbra, which are two private companies that specialize in satellite-based synthetic aperture radar imaging. This has allowed researchers to create a 3D model of the internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now, this model has revealed a previously unknown chamber with
look at
five
these.
horizontal...
These here, we didn't even know about these things with these sloping roofs. Like, we didn't even know these things existed.
Levels and a sloping roof, which in of itself is an architectural design unlike any previously documented in the Giza Pyramid. But the most shocking discovery lies beneath the surface. Below ground level, radar tomography has identified vertical cylindrical structures extending for hundreds of meters beneath the pyramid. There are 8 of these cylindrical wells arranged in 2 parallel rows.
Right, let me just quickly read this. So, as observed in the 3D model, below ground level, ground zero, of the main structure, vertically aligned cylindrical structures extend for hundreds of meters beneath the Giza Plateau. Notably, 8 of these structures arranged in 2 parallel rows from north to south descend to a depth of 648 meters. Like, what are we talking about here? Merging into 2 large cubic structures measuring approximately 80 meters. I'm sorry, what? But you've got these structures, and then in these formations, you've got these adjacent rows of cylindrical pillars, I guess they are. What are they? One person had a good idea. So, you know when people are doing like gardening and stuff, and I know some of you guys will probably do it. Some people put like a stick with like a copper coil or like a copper wire wrapped around the stick because it promotes like growth within the plants. I think I could be completely wrong on that, but that's what I read, so I'm going to go with it. This is something that is insane. To even experience this in our lifetime is unbelievable. Like I said, obviously we're not at 100% yet. The experts have looked at the tomographic imaging and they've used like the natural vibration of the earth to and sound to like map these structures, or whatever you want to call them, and they are so certain in their work. But what they're going to do, obviously, they have to go through the process of peer review. They have to go through so many different processes to allow this to actually come out and then maybe potentially begin excavation. I don't know how. I don't even know how they would do that. 648 meters with a total, including the cubic boxes at the bottom, 2 kilometers. Like, what are we talking about?
Descending to an astonishing depth of 648 meters. Even more intriguing, at the base of these structures are 2 massive cubic formations measuring approximately 80 meters in diameter. The tomographic data suggests that these are vertical wells with intricate spiral pathways. Now, this design not only implies a functional purpose, but also a level.
The 8 cylindrical structures identified in our tomographic images appear as vertical wells, hollow inside, surrounded by descending spiral pathways.
Of sophisticated engineering that completely blows the dynamic.
Could you imagine that it was a spiral staircase? In a minute, he's going to bring up the Emerald Tablets and the Thoth the Atlantean that was talking about the Halls of Amenti, which apparently has all of the knowledge, and it's basically just a humongous library.
Egyptian
It's insane.
Model out of the water. I mean, the pyramid itself was already a massive red flag in the ancient Egyptian historical narrative. But now, with this discovery, I think it's become impossible to say that the Egyptian civilizations that we understand, that we've been taught about, were responsible for building these structures. And it doesn't even end there. The radar analysis extends beneath the entire Giza Plateau, revealing interconnected structures beneath not only the Great Pyramid of Giza, but also those of Khufu and Menkaure. The subsurface network reaches down to a staggering depth of approximately 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers. This is not possible given the standard historical and archaeological narrative given to us about ancient Egypt. Now, I'm hearing that there is more to come. There is a 4-hour presentation that's going to be released by the research team. This is what I'm hearing. That's going to go into every detail of their findings. This has essentially been a strategic release of incredible data ahead of time to get people interested. And I am more interested in this than basically anything else right
Quite
now,
literally.
because this is by far the most provocative piece of evidence for not only a potential technological explanation for the purpose of the Giza complex, but it also provides the most extraordinary evidence for a pre-flood era civilization that was flourishing in a way that we can scarcely comprehend. It's also...
I'll tell you one thing, right? If this does come out as 100% fact, which from the confidence that these so-called experts are coming with, it's almost hard to look past that level of confidence in this work. So if, let's just for argument's sake, say it is 100% true, there is going to be a lot of people that deserve an apology, like the Graham Hancocks of the world, even Jay himself, Jimmy Corsetti, all these different people that have been talking about advanced technologies and how we are not the most advanced civilization to have ever existed, which I laugh every time someone says that we are, because we just aren't. We really aren't. Yeah. So if this does come out, like it'll be very interesting to see how like mainstream archaeology handle this sort of stuff coming out. But I could completely eat my words and it could be completely wrong and whatever. But at that point, I will hold my hands up. But where we are right now, literally is such a pleasure to even be able to witness this.
So possible
genuinely.
that this spiraling cylindrical series of structures are staircases. And I can't help but think of the channeled writings of Thoth the Atlantean, the Emerald Tablets, speaking of a lost hall of records, a sacred hall of knowledge below the Giza Plateau, the halls of Amenti. Could this be the lost hall of records from the pre-flood era?
Could you imagine?
Obviously, this discovery is extremely controversial. It runs as a complete contradiction of the established narratives and status quo in mainstream academia on these issues. This will cause big waves throughout the academic and the wider world if they can fully evidence these findings. But the results so far seem pretty clear. There is obviously significant structural engineering taking place deep below the pyramids and the Giza Plateau in general. Has this changed your mind on the pyramids? Has this strengthened your position on what they might have been? Has this new discovery given you any new ideas about what the implications are? Let me know in the comment section below. And honestly, everyone, share this far and wide. This is such interesting stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll just have to see where this goes, because rest assured, I'll be keeping a very close eye on upcoming announcements and updates on this issue. This plays directly into one of my main interests, which is, of course, prehistorical civilizational implications. What was going on before the global cataclysm? Well,
the pre-flood era.
This could shed light on that question. What a time to be alive.
Genuinely, that gives me goosebumps every time. I've watched this video, I'm going to say 10 times. Genuinely. It's just insane. Like, oh God, man. It's so true. What a time to be alive. I'm gonna cover when this 4-hour like press release comes out. I'm gonna cover it in probably little chunks. I mean, maybe we just do a live stream and we stream the entire thing. That could work. I really want to know. No, do you know what? Scrap that. I need to know. I've been arguing this nowhere near as long as some of these other people, like including people like Jay, Graham Hancock, all that. I've nowhere near as long. Maybe like the last 5 years, I've been sort of really interested in this. The last 3 years, I'd say I've been unhealthily obsessed. But I just had this, you have this feeling that like things are just considerably older than the sort of accepted date. mate, like genuinely, what a time to be alive. Guys, if you did enjoy that video, please do me a favor. Go to Jay's channel. All the links will be in the description below. Go over, subscribe. He genuinely deserves every bit of success that he's getting from this, because it takes a lot for someone to put something like this out. And what I'll do is I'll put the original video link in the description as well. So go over, like the video, comment on his video. And guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.